A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehash. This your girl Tiffany, and we are back for another Tuesday. Why? Because we live for Tuesdays. We are in season 8, and it is getting gooder and gooder and gooder and gooder each episode. I'm so excited for tonight's guest. I'm always excited, but I'm also always excited when it's a guest from my hometown. So here we go. We have tonight's special guest, Miss Carly Isadore. Y'all welcome her to the stage. How are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good.
I'm so
Great
excited
to
to be here.
yes, and great to see your beautiful face.
Same. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I'm so excited. Like I said, it's one thing when I have a guest on here, but it's another when I have a guest on here that comes from my same hometown, and so I'm always excited for that. Um, this is Tips Tuesdays live rehash, which is a spinoff of my audio podcast, Tips Tuesdays, the award-winning podcast, Tips Tuesdays. So we give inspiration, motivation, and encouragement here on this show, and we bring in the guests to give some different perspective on the inspirational topics that I talk about on the podcast or that I just randomly put to the test on the show. So we are going to get started and get into things. First of all, we're going to jump over here in these comments and see who all is already in the comments because I see it's at least 10 people like teetering on here on the live. So let's see who's in here. What's up, everybody? We got Real. What's up? What's up? Kaylin, what's up? Dorcas, how do you do? I do fine. We do fine. Glad to see you on the show. Let's see. What are you talking about? We are talking about inspirational topics tonight. I'm glad you asked that question. What's up, Crystal? My assistant is in the house. Hey, Willie. What's up? All right, so I know people gonna trickle in, and y'all know I will put y'all comments on the screen. So I like it when our guests are very, very interactive with the conversation. So, two beauties. Oh, why, thank you. All right. Okay, so y'all know how we do. We get ready to. Oh, let me put that last one up there. Hey, classmates. See, because Carly, what class are you?
Willie was in her class and not me. I was the year after.
Okay, so what class are you then?
2010.
2010. So we got 2010, 2006. Lord, I'm telling my age. 2009. Yes. Trojans all through here.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get started with things. Y'all know how we do. You know what time it is. It is announcement time.
Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements. Announcement time. It's announcement time. It's time for those announcements.
All right, time for them announcements. First of all, go and stream my music on all platforms. Put in TIPHANI. You can use those sounds on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, stream, whatever is on the platform at the moment. And I'll tell y'all about that here in a minute, all right? Also, if you still bump CDs, my latest EP, Same Old Praise, you can get a copy from me, $15. Walk by Faith, Without You, Like You, and Same Old Praise are the songs that is on that EP. Support your artists that you know, that you see all the time. All right, here's a little snippet.
You've been going through some things, been through heartaches and pains. You gotta know that God is there through the fire and the rain. You've gotta keep your head up when life is tough. You've gotta keep your head up. Don't give up. You should walk by faith and not by sight. I can't give him the same old praise that I did yesterday. He keeps on blessing me. He woke me up this morning when I started me on my way. Gotta give some praise. I can't give him the same praise that
All right, so that's just a little snippet. Those two songs right there, Same Old Praise and Walk by Faith. Also, we got Tiph Promotions. Tiph Promotions. This is my regular price list that I have up for flyers, business cards, banners, anything that you need designed. I got you. Let me take the busy out of your business. Right now, I am running promotional deal. I can't talk over myself with music, but I'm running a promotional deal right now where you can get 3 flyers for $60. Usually they're $25 a piece, so you save $15. Gonna get that. All right, so yeah, check out that November special because it's just all November that you get that special. You can even set it up, pay for it, and say you don't need the flyers right now. Get you a credit. Boom, boom. You got 3 flyers for $60. For those of us that are on social media and we're steady putting out content and things like that, I can help you out with that. Get some of that off of your plate. Also, go to everythingtiffany.com. We got our new merch for Walk by Faith and the Live for Tuesdays shirts and bags.
Mr. Mixer got it lit.
Gotta get to the paper, yeah, you know I'm getting it. Gotta keep the grind so strong, yeah, you know I'm feeling it. Been in the state too long, gotta go and get it. I'm committed, I'm so with it. Gotta get to the paper, yeah, you know I'm getting it. Gotta keep the grind so strong, yeah, you know I'm feeling it. Been in the state too long.
Mr. Mixer got it lit.
Gotta get to the
Y'all go to everythingtiffany.com and get your merch. Also, you can go to everythingtiffany.com and pre-order your 2026 Tips Tuesdays calendars. So y'all go ahead, get those orders in. Go to everythingtiffany.com and make your orders for the year, for the new year. All right. Also, if you haven't already, go like, subscribe, share, and follow the podcast. Go and like, share, subscribe, and follow the podcast. This is the spinoff of the podcast. So go subscribe and support the podcast. All right. Also, one more thing, we got Riff and Rev. Go and like on Facebook. 2026, we're going to be doing some things. And if you want to be a part and be updated on what we got going on, go and like the Riff and Rev page.
I'm Riff,
And I'm Rev.
and this is the Riff and Rev Show.
and red. And
And this is the Riff and Rev Show.
All right, so those are your announcements for tonight. I don't think I missed any this time around. I always end up missing one announcement, but that's okay. I got them all tonight, so y'all make sure that y'all are going to support all of those things. I guess you would say everything Tiffany, because it's under everything Tiffany. So go in and support all of those things. So we are going to get to know our guest tonight a little bit better. I want her to introduce herself to people and tell them who you are.
Okay. Hi, I'm Carly Monroe Isidore. I own Monroe & Co. Boudoir in Hot Springs. We are a luxury boudoir studio. So that is where I am currently. What you can see behind me is half of the studio. And then we also have a shooting space in the bathroom as well, and a full client closet behind that door that has tons of lingerie. So the way that a session works, we take the guesswork out of it. Doing a boudoir session is vulnerable and it's scary for most people. I mean, taking your clothes off in front of a stranger with a camera does sound a little bit nerve-wracking for the average person. So I've curated a full experience. I've been in business for about 5 years. No, 5 years. We just celebrated 5 years in September. So I'm excited about that. And the way that our sessions work are you come in, we do your professional hair and makeup. That does include strip lashes. They're not an extra charge around here. And we style your hair for you. You get access to our client closet. We have sizes extra small through 5X. We don't care what size body you have around here. We love it. We also have a luxury shoe closet with 20 pairs of red bottoms. So that's super fun. And I pose you the entirety of your session. I don't expect you to come in with a Pinterest board or to be a model or to practice in the mirror beforehand. You can't see what I see. So I'm going to tell you exactly what to do the entirety of your session. And you get to see your photos the same day. So I hate waiting to see my photos, 2 weeks, wondering how they turned out, especially with something like this. We're talking about taking our clothes off and hoping these turned out good. So right after you get your clothes back on, you change out of your lingerie, you sit down with me and you view a softly edited version of your photos. And then we can print them in fun things like metal wall art or handcrafted albums that come from Portugal. But empowering women is my favorite thing in this entire world. And I feel super lucky that I get to do this every day as a source of income for my family. So thank you for having me on the show.
Yes, yes. And you know, whenever I pick my different guests, everybody has their different careers that they do. And I always look at the inspirational side of things. So, being able to, now I look, I probably would never do a session because it's just me, you
Oh, come
know. But there are women out there that need, that self confidence, and is like you said, is very empowering and things like that. So, um, I'm always interested in the different guests that I pick
on.
on the show, because everything has the inspirational aspect, So I am so excited to have you on here, and that our paths have crossed in adulthood. So
Yeah, I love it.
so um yes, so y'all go to her page. They can find you on Facebook.
Yes, it's Monroe and Co. Boudoir, Boudoir. That's how you spell boudoir.
Spell it one more time.
Boudoir.
All right. Monroe and Co.
Yes.
Yeah, so y'all be able to find her on there. I think I put it in the comments. I'm thinking I'm typing on my thing.
I see
Well,
it.
y'all see it in the comments. There we go. I didn't know I could put my comment up there. That
And
works.
I'm on all platforms as well. So.
On all platforms. So,
Yeah. Even YouTube. Don't post on it very often, but I'm there.
hey, look, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Yes.
But yes, yes. Okay, so y'all see the information right there. Y'all go and check her out. She does wonderful work. Caitlin said work is fire.
Thank you,
Yes,
Caitlin.
yes, yes. So, all right. Your work is amazing.
Thank you so
Go,
much.
go. All right, there we go. And then my lovely assistant. Boom, boom. There you go. There you go. I always like to pump up my guests and the things that they are doing, because we are all here to support each other however we can support each other.
Absolutely.
So I might not come and do a session, but I'll blast you on Facebook. I sure will. I sure will. So yes, y'all be a part of what's going on. And then if you're not, spread the word and let somebody else know about it, and bring some clients her way.
Thank
All
you.
right. Tell them that you heard about it on Tips Tuesday. There you go. Boom. All right, here we go. This is always the it's a fly in here, y'all. I'm not going crazy. Uh, okay, so we're gonna get started. And it was one thing I didn't tell you. So I want to know a inspirational quote or scripture that keeps you going.
I don't. I feel very stunned. I don't know.
I didn't forget to tell you that one.
Yeah, you forgot.
I did.
Yes.
It could be what your mama said. It don't matter.
Mm,
Something that keeps you going.
it's really out of spite that keeps me going.
Uh-oh.
So many people told me that I would never be successful, that this would never take off in Hot Springs, that I would never be profitable. Like it, I literally go just because I want to spite all those people.
Oh, yeah. That's the motivation and adrenaline.
Yes. And
Hey.
now I have a daughter. And I grew up in a time where, well, I still think it's very prevalent today, but girls are shamed for having a body. You're not supposed to be sexy. Like that's a shameful word, and that's a shameful feeling. And it really shouldn't be. Women should be able to celebrate the body that they are given, they're born with. I mean, of course you can change it, but we're talking about everyday women in here. We're not talking about models. These are everyday. I'm looking at a woman above my desk who's a cop in North Little Rock. A 55-year-old woman over here, a girl in nursing school, a 65-year-old woman. You can't see these photos, but they're on my wall right here. And these are just normal everyday women who never felt like it was safe to be sexy until they stepped in here. And that changed because they were able to see themselves through a different perspective and be celebrated while seeing themselves through that perspective.
Right. So you like let the haters hate. Let them
Exactly.
say what they gonna say. I got this. I'm gonna keep on pushing, and I'm gonna show you.
It's not a quote from anybody else, but you can quote me on it.
There you go.
Out of spite.
Yes. Let's say there ain't nothing wrong with you taking pictures for my eyes only. Look, he over here trying. Oh Lord!
And you don't have to share your photos if you come in here. We have plenty
right
of people who never share their photos, and that's totally fine.
Yeah. Yes, Queen. Look, you're gonna have some people coming your way. Coming your way. There we go. So that's the best. As Beyonce say, best revenge is your paper. Just show them. Just do you. Do you, boo? Yes, and keep doing it. Keep doing it. I'm proud of you. I really am. Yes. I'm done. And bro is ready to drop that deposit. I'm done. Oh Lord. Okay. So, all right, we're gonna get right into things, and we're gonna get some inspiration from Miss Carly. Because I mean, doing any kind of work these days, like you need some inspiration to keep going and keep pushing in this world that we are living in today, where you don't know what's gonna happen the next week. This week prices is what they are, and then next week they're gonna be up another dollar or two or three. We need some inspiration, motivation, and encouragement in this world today. So we are going to get into our inspirational topics, and what we'll do is we'll go to the spin wheel. We'll pick the topic from the spin wheel. I'll start off, let you be comfortable, and you can piggyback off of me. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, let's go to our word wheel. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Good one to start off with first, anyways, because in everything that we do, we want to keep God first in everything that we do. So, talking with God, um, for good majority of the people that's on here, y'all got to experience my first official sermon on Sunday. And we talked a little bit about talking with God and having a relationship with God, and the conversation being an actual conversation and not you just telling God what you want, because we tend to do that. So but just if you don't have a relationship with God, to know that conversation with God is just like me and Carly on here talking. It's just conversation with God. But like I said, it's not a conversation if you're the only one talking. So, what is your relationship with God like?
So I'm actually not religious. I
Okay.
was raised religious,
And
and
we open for the subject then.
yeah.
Let's go.
So when I had my daughter, my husband and I had a conversation about how did we want to raise her. And I'll be super honest with you, a lot of things didn't make sense for me. And when I questioned those things, it was like, why are you questioning? You should just have faith. And I have a very logical mind. And so in that moment, we decided that we weren't going to raise her religiously. This is not something that I've ever talked about publicly. So,
Well, hey, here we go.
Yeah. So, anyway, we made a decision when she was an infant that we weren't going to raise her with religion, and she's welcome to have whatever beliefs that she wants when she, can develop that relationship with whatever higher being she chooses, because there's multiple religions. There's not, just Christianity or Catholicism, or, there's Buddhism, there's, Muslim, there's, I don't know, how many are there? 100 plus?
It's a lot, but I don't know all of them.
Yeah, I don't either. I was raised in a Christian church, First Baptist, and then non-denominational. But I am absolutely respectful of everybody else's religion. I don't care what you believe. And if that helps you be a good person, I love that for you. For me, I just want to do good while I'm here, and I want to be a kind person, and I want to help other people. And that's my take on that.
Hey, look, I'm glad that we're having the conversation.
Yeah.
Well, you started off with that you're not a religious person, so we're not even gonna put religion in it. What is your relationship like? You know what I mean? Like,
so
what does that look like for you?
Yeah, I do believe that there is some sort of higher power, that we're all kind of interconnected somehow. There's too much that's divine, and call it God. I mean, that's totally fine. I meditate, I journal, I do all the same things. I just call it a different name. And I don't sit in church on a Sunday because, I've not found an entity, a body, a congregation of people, that have said, hey, come here and we can talk about the things that you believe. And that's, that's really my relationship. I do meditate. I do journal. I do have conversations with whatever this higher being, power, whatever it is. I just, don't go to church on Sundays.
Right. Hey, there you go. I mean, there are people that go to church and don't have a relationship with God too. So it's all in what is comfortable with you, and as Caitlin said, lead with love. Lead with
Always.
love. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about love. And if anybody was to say, well, who is God? God is love. So take that for how you want to take it. Love is God. God is love. So, all right. Okay. So we got through our first subject. All right, here we go. Let's go to the spin wheel again. Share screen. All right, there we go. Let's see. Lemons into lemonade. All right, so now that you got the gist of things, I'm sure there's been times that you've had to turn some lemons into lemonade, especially with your business and stuff. I'm sure everything ain't went smooth. So what is a good example that you could maybe talk about where you had to turn lemons into lemonade?
Okay, well, there's a lot, because as you know, as an entrepreneur, there are highs and there are lows, and the highs are really high and the lows are really low. And sometimes you make all of these plans and then everything just falls through. So, backstage we were talking about how this year has been really hard for a lot of studios and businesses in general. It's just been,
Mm-hmm.
and people, it's been a very difficult year. And we were talking about those ads,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had to work 5 times as hard this year for lower production than I had last year. But without those ads, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I'm super grateful that ads are even a thing. And
Mm-hmm.
although I am working harder and I'm spending a little bit more money to get in front of my audience, I'm super grateful for that. And we're sipping some lemonade over here.
Right. So yeah, so those that lemon is the crisis, and you
Yes.
turn that crisis into lemonade, which you use those resources to get to that lemonade.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So it's it's a tough thing when you're having to go through it, and in the midst of going through um whatever changes may come. I know you're probably like, man, why is this happening?
Yes.
Like, what's going on? Like, so I know we have like a million questions, but just keep going with it, keep striving with it, and those lemons eventually will turn into lemonade. It's fly, y'all. It's gonna be, it's people bother me. But yes, turn those lemons into lemonade. So
Yes.
let me see if they got anything going on in the comments talking about that lemonade. I'm done. I already know my sister got something. Got a Crystal said add a little raspberry and then lemonade is fire. I'm done. Lemonade may have some Splenda in it, but we spit. I'm done. We sipping.
She says sugar free.
little sour, little tart. Oh man. Sometimes we gotta you gotta make the best of things. A lot of people say you gotta uh laugh for what am I trying to say? Cry for laughing. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta laugh, you gotta cry, you just gotta push yourself through the situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I guess the motivational piece from that is if you are either, in business, or you're an entrepreneur, or maybe even just going through a hard time, try to find a way to make it work anyway. Look
Mm-hmm.
at all your resources. Google is free, and you walk around with a computer in your hand all day long.
Mm.
So don't be scared to try something new,
Mm.
because something new might be the answer. It might be the solution.
True. And don't get stuck. Don't get stuck on don't get stuck on the situation.
Hmm.
What I mean by that, we have to, like, for example, in school I'm learning the whole AI thing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really not learning because I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to dabble in this AI stuff.
Mhm.
But they tell you to, evolve. You got to evolve with the times, because
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna have to use it. Whether you like it or not, somehow, some way, you're gonna end up using some kind of AI source. So you might as well, learn. Don't be afraid of change. Learn how to adapt to change and just go with the flow of things. Sometimes you don't have to accept everything, but be able to adapt if you need to.
Um,
So yes. I'm sure. Have you had to dabble any with AI?
yes.
Yeah,
I
business.
actually have an AI agent that answers the phone for me.
Ah,
I'm busy, and most of the time I'm here by myself, and I can't just stop what I'm doing, and so my AI agent actually takes the call, asks for their name, asks why they're
wow.
calling, and sends me an email. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I used AI for the merch video y'all seen. The people, that's
AI
AI.
made that?
No, that's AI.
That's
people.
awesome.
They're not actual models, y'all, on that. That is AI models. I guess I should like put that somewhere within the ad too. But, it's one way to embrace the new technology that is ever evolving and changing and changing and changing. After a while, it's going to be a very robotical world, if robotical is
Yes.
a word. So, yes, says grow from your situation. What's for you will be for you. And sometimes you have to figure out what's not for you to see what is. Yeah. And
Discernment.
the only way you'll be able to see that is if you, try and accept, the change that's coming. So, most definitely. She said, come on, AI assistant.
Yes.
Look, your AI assistant got a name.
Uh, no, she just says she answers the phone. She's like, "Hi, this is Carly's virtual assistant. How can I help you?"
Oh, wow.
It's cute.
That's funny. Yeah, that was AI. Don't know them folks. I'm done. We finally beat the Jetsons with I'm done with Rosie. All right, lemons into lemonade. This is good. This is good. And I hope that this is inspirational for anybody that's out there. Maybe you want to do your thing and do your own business and stuff like that. Hopefully, these are words of encouragement. I'm all tongue tied of encouragement that will help you to see. Not everything is going to be peaches and cream. It's not always going to go smooth, but you still keep on going. You still keep going with what you are doing because, as I've said in one of my other my earlier episodes, sometimes you have to reassess situations. We have a plan, and not all the time is the plan gonna go exactly like we want it to go. You're gonna run into little things. I'm sure starting a business, you probably had an idea and it's like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then you learn the legalities of things and you
Yes.
might have to retweak some things and stuff like that. So just know, just because it's not the original plan doesn't mean that the plan isn't going to work. It just means that you gotta revamp, reassess, retweak, all of those things, and just keep moving forward. So, all right, let's go to our wheel again. Okay. Mm. When you get stuck. When you get stuck. So, I'm going to ask you a question, Carly. What do you do when you get stuck?
I cry about it first. I gotta be honest. I'm gonna cry about it first. Then I'm gonna talk to the people that I trust most in my life, and that's my husband and my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna, I'm an external processor. So that means I have to talk about things multiple times in order to fully process my feelings around the situation and what I should do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And, those trusted advisors in my life are always willing to listen and give feedback. Luckily for me, my best friend happens to be another boudoir photographer. So she's very familiar with what I do and can give me advice based on that. Yes, you do need a good cry because, girl,
Hey, sometimes
I'm going to cry about it first.
yeah.
It honestly, that release of oxytocin, just it kind of just flushes all those extra emotions out. But yes, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it until I'm in a good headspace enough to develop an action plan where I can move forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about you? What do you do when you're stuck?
So when I'm stuck, like earlier, like this just happened earlier, I was working on my homework and I'm at a part where I'm not it's not my strength. So it takes me, first of all, it takes me a long time to get into the process of doing my homework. So then when I'm doing something that I don't really know how to do it, I was just like, you know what? I'm about to just go in here and close my eyes and take a nap.
Sometimes you just need sleep.
I was just gonna go here and take a nap because the more that I looked at the screen, it was just like frustrating me, and I'm just like, I don't get it. So, like this is like the third time around that I've had to use this program and do this, and I'm just like, this is just like when I'm done with this masters, this part of it, if I need to, I'm just gonna hire somebody to do it. I'm at that point because I'm just like, it's not my strength. And, you know, sometimes you might come across things that are not your strength,
Absolutely.
have somebody else to do it.
I am a big proponent for outsourcing.
Yeah.
Outsource the things that don't feel good, that aren't in alignment, that don't fill your cup, that don't light you up, all the things. Outsource it.
Yes.
That's somebody else's
Yeah.
wheelhouse, and that's something that somebody else loves doing, and it fills their soul up. So
Yeah.
not only are you helping them, but you're helping yourself. Outsource.
Exactly. And I'm just like, that's not my stronger point. And that actually was a word of advice in one of the classes that I did take. It was like, whatever your weaker things are, get somebody else that can do that so that you still are able to present something good,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want, I mean, I'm going to turn in my homework because it's my homework. But if I was like doing this for a client or something like that, it wouldn't be something that I would present to them.
Makes sense.
But just to say that I did it, I'm kind of getting how to do it, it'll be turned in. But I mean, that's just like with Tiph promotions. I tell people, if you don't really do flyers like that, you're not gonna look at it from the same perspective that I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see your typos. I'm gonna see, you probably should use a different picture here. So then I say, get somebody else to do it. If you can't do it, get somebody else to do it. Let me plug that in for Tiff Promotions. Get somebody else to do it. Me. Just saying. Oh yes, get somebody else to do it. So yeah, when you get stuck, you might have to take a breather, and come back to it, some refreshments. I'm probably still gonna come back to it and look at it and be a little frustrated, but I'm gonna do the assignment. So, but another aspect is like when I get stuck with my music. I've said this a lot that I've had the writer's block, and like for a good, I want to say for a good like 2 years, I hadn't written a song, and like 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago now, all of a sudden, songs, like literally, like probably like 30 songs within like a month or two, and sometimes you just need a break. Sometimes we're just thinking so hard and so focused on what we're trying to put out and do that we just need a break. And so sometimes, just step away and come back to it. So that's what I would say when you get stuck on whatever it is that you may be getting stuck on.
For sure. And to piggyback off of that, I think any creative block is really because you have this idea of what you should be producing, whether that's with photos or a painting or a song. You have this idea of what a perfect output should be, and you're scared to suck at something new.
Right.
You don't want to try something new because that's not in your mind going to get you to where you want to be.
Right.
And you're stuck in this path of I've done it this way, I've had the great output by doing it this way, and I'm scared to do it this way. And sometimes to get out of that creative block, try something new and be prepared to suck at it, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you have to go put it on a billboard.
Right.
You just have to try it.
Yep. So that's one thing that I'm learning in my master's program. I'm not necessarily mastering it, but I am learning new things and seeing that I can use different tools for different stuff. So even in trying to master things, you're not gonna always master it. So just try it. Put your best foot forward.
Or not your best foot, but go forward.
That's good. Yes. Hey, that's good. I'm gonna have that as a quote. Let's see. Sometimes you need a good cry. Yes, they're agreeing with you in the comments. Me too. I talk about things out loud with a friend. Pulled out the sign. I don't know what the scientific word was. She took a nap. I sure did. Reset. Yes. Take a deep breath. Deep. I think he's trying to say deep. Take a deep breath, then come back and try again. Most of the time when I'm stuck, it's because I'm frustrated. Yes. Yes. I love a good nap. I do. Outsource. That's what large corporations do. Yeah. How often do you call customer service and get some overseas? Outsourced. Yeah, that is outsourced. Like they say, breathe, stretch, shake, let it go. Y'all just sang the song too. Creator's block is crazy. It is. It very much is. Do it scared. Just do it. Or you're only foot forward. I knew he was gonna say that, y'all. Okay. So those are some things that you can do when you get stuck. I hope that y'all are getting some inspiration. We're gonna do one more topic, and cause y'all, it is past Carly's bedtime.
Truly.
I always love it when I get the guests over here and they're like, "Man, I'm usually in the bed."
9 p.m. is crazy work. I'm asleep by now.
Look, who would have thought it?
Well, I mean, I try to wake up early. I don't always wake up early.
Man, that ain't working so well for me. One day I'm gonna wake up early though.
It's probably because you host a podcast at 9 p.m. That's why you can't wake up early.
Well, definitely not on like tomorrow morning. Definitely not. The rest of the days of the week, I don't know what it is. When the plan fails is the topic. When the plan fails. So I'm trying to think of a plan that has failed. That would give you inspiration. I can tell you about a time that I failed, but then I got back up. But I can't think of a plan right now. In the words of Aaliyah, at first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. That's with anything that you have going on in life. Okay, I can think of a time. I'm going for my master's now. I got my bachelor's before. Was that 2 years ago? Yeah. And before I actually went to school for my bachelor's, I had tried to go to school, but I wasn't really as I didn't really apply myself. I wasn't accountable for anything that I didn't make myself accountable for the things that I was doing. I wasn't as disciplined. So that plan, it failed tremendously. Like I think I might have done maybe half of a semester And I was just like, no, this ain't for me. First of all, I went for accounting. Shouldn't have did that. I was behind like the first week, like the first day because they had homework before you got to the class. So I was behind. So the first attempt, that was a failed plan. I could have planned better and maybe I would have, done better. But once I got my mind made up and my discipline up, then that's when I got my bachelor's. Now I'm going for my master's. I only got 3 classes left, y'all, and I'm so excited because I'm tired. I'm tired. So sometimes the plan will fail, but sometimes you will have to be truthful with yourself to ask yourself, well, why did the plan fail? And sometimes the answer is you.
Yes.
We have these big elaborate plans, and not all the time do our actions line up with those plans. You know, so when the plan fails, sometimes it will fail. So what is a time that you can think of that the plan has failed?
So many. So many. I am a very logical person, and so I do plan a lot of things. I think my plan fails on a daily basis. I will plan out my day, and then everything happens all at once, and I'm like, wait, listen, I got so many sticky notes on my desk because we got plans, but they don't always go, and sometimes you just have to readjust. But a really big one is when I opened my business 5 years ago, I made all these grand plans, not knowing how to run a business. It sounded good. And in theory, I was also about a year postpartum. Yeah, about a year postpartum when I opened my studio. I didn't know how to, one, run a business or run a studio and offer a luxury service. I knew that that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to do it efficiently and effectively. And about 8 months in, I burned out.
Mm.
I mean, I'm talking burned out. I was still pumping around the clock. I exclusively pumped my daughter and, being her sole, caregiver. My husband was around. Let's give him his credit where it's due, but he worked outside of the household. And her care fell on me. And then I'm also marketing. When you run a business, you work, you trade your 40 hours for 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was marketing, I was answering emails, I was answering text messages, I was taking calls, I was shooting, I was editing, I was ordering products, all the things that go on behind the scenes that nobody thinks about. And 8 months in, I was just like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I knew we needed an income. My husband was a math teacher, and teachers don't make that much money. And it was barely enough to sustain a poverty level lifestyle with 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
And in COVID, where everything had skyrocketed. And about 12 months in, I decided to shut my studio. I was like, I can't do it. I can't handle the stress. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I can't do this. This is too much. And my plan failed in that moment. And after about 6 months, I, took a really hard look at my life. And like I told you, when we were backstage, I can't punch somebody else's clock. I don't think that's for me. Now that I've had this taste of entrepreneurial, that journey, and not having a limited income and being able to kind of just do what I want and having that creative freedom to test different things.
Yeah.
And so after 6 months, I picked myself back up. I dusted off with my tail tucked between my legs. I reopened my studio, and I had to announce to the, all these people that followed me, like, oh yeah, I'm back. I was so embarrassed.
Right.
Here I am 4 years later, thriving. And I'm glad that, everybody supported me and cheered me on in that small moment of my life, but it was very pivotal. Wow.
Pivotal. Hey,
Really
look.
very pivotal. And and I had this plan. I had this grand plan, and it was not the plan at that time.
Right. Hey. Like you said, you pick yourself up, dust
Mhm.
yourself off,
Mhm.
try again, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
That's all that matters. Is that you just kept going when you could have quit.
Yes. And now
You
I have
did that quit.
photographed hundreds of women, some multiple times. One of my clients, she's 67. She's been here 9 times in an 18-month time period.
Oh wow.
She's cute. But I
Okay,
photographed
Mama.
so many women, and I've literally gotten to change people's lives because my plan failed and I picked it back up.
That's what's
Can I
up.
tell you a little story about that?
You can.
So, my mom was, I think, 54 when I started my business.
Mhm.
And I'm talking more so about the life change that comes
Mhm.
with a boudoir session. And boudoir, the actual photography requires a very specific skill set. It's
Mhm.
not family photography. You have to understand lighting, and you have to understand posing and how to sculpt the body. And there's just a lot that goes into it. It's, not typically like a point and shoot type of thing. You have to understand how to coach the client into poses.
Mhm.
Anyway, so I knew that I needed to practice before I started charging people. And so I went to my mom and I said, "You're a woman. You can wear lingerie. I need you to come do this for me. Come be my model, because I can pose a stuffed animal or a mannequin, but there's nothing like a human body to
Right.
actually pose." And so she was like, "No, no, no. I'm fat. I'm old. I have saggy skin. I've had 3 babies. I'm a grandma now." She gives me all of these excuses that women give, right? For why they can't love their body, or why they can't show their body, or why they shouldn't exist in their body. Anyway, I pretty much told her, "You don't have a choice. Come." She about drove me crazy during this session because she kept repeating these awful things about her. First of all, it's really hard to hear coming from your mother.
Mhm.
But also, like, why do you believe these awful things about yourself?
Right.
Long story short, we finally got through this session. And about a year after her session, she left her Department of Education job and became a flight attendant. And that woman took her album with her to flight attendant training to show strangers her boudoir photos.
Wow. That's what's.
And she still walks around with her shirt tucked in. She wears better fitting clothing. And you can just see the confidence that she has that she didn't have 5 years ago.
Yeah. So that's good self confidence, and it's working on. It's more than just a shoot.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely. But I feel like a boudoir session is a catalyst for that, because in this space, and with me and my team, you're given permission to be your authentic self, to celebrate your body. And if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it for you.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
going to hype you up. I call myself a professional hype woman for a reason. And I will cry with you. I will dance with you. I will scream. It's obnoxious. But you know what? Sometimes you're just in the moment, and that's a hot photo. Okay. We're going to yell about it. And in this space, you get to see that different version. You get to see the version from an artist's eyes, and not the mirror version where you're focused right on that problem area that you don't love.
Right.
As
Right.
soon as you look in the mirror, you're like, hate my stomach, you know, got my dad's nose. That one's big, whatever it is. That's what you do when you look in the mirror. But if you see yourself from an artist perspective, you're like, oh, I have beautiful curves.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a gorgeous shot. Wow, my jawline looks fantastic there. And I really feel like this space is a catalyst for confidence.
That's what's up. Hey, if y'all in here, ladies, go and book you a session with Miss Carly. Babe, don't be mad at me, Carly. Your mama been fine. I'm done. 3 snaps and a Z. I'm done with him.
I
I'm
really hope she's
done.
watching.
Yeah, tell her.
I sent
This
her the
comment
link.
is right there for her. I'm done.
That is so funny.
Hey, do you like that? Oh, I'm so glad that you got to come on tonight and
Thank
we
you.
have this inspirational conversation. And artists' eyes are different from other people's eyes 80% of the time.
I like to
That's
see statistics
he.
on that.
He's a photographer right there.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you.
So, yes, I'm glad we got to have this conversation tonight. And like I said, y'all get a session with her.
Yes.
Tell them that you seen the Tips Tuesday show and you want to get you a session.
Yes. I'm also now offering headshots and tween sessions. So,
Now that I probably need some headshots.
well,
So
come on. Come on.
yes.
I have, they're sitting in a box right here. I have 3 new seamless backdrops that I need to hang up. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I know for sure I need me. Yeah. 2026, I need
Come on.
some new stuff going on. So y'all, we are at the end of the show. I know the conversation is getting really good. Everything. We only had one more topic on the wheel, y'all though. So um, but y'all know what time it is. We're gonna go ahead and put those baskets in the comments. Crystal, put up your website again so y'all can see that
Thank you.
again. See that?
Yeah.
Yes. Right now, put those baskets in the comments. Y'all know what time it is. It is time for. It's time to give from your heart. And if you like what you see, give from your heart. Say it's time to give. All right. So yes, if you would like to financially give to the podcast, this is the time to do it. Cash App Tips Tuesdays. If you would like to give financially a different way, hit me up at tipstuesdays@gmail.com and we will get that accommodated for you. But yes, podcasting ain't free. So be a part of the movement. Also, if you would like to be a monthly sponsor of the podcast or you just want to be a sponsor of the podcast, please hit me up, tipstuesdays@gmail.com. We want to get this inspiration, motivation, and encouragement in other places, other spaces, other platforms. So let's join the movement and keep it going. We are 3 years strong as a podcast. It will be 4 years in February.
Congrats.
Award-winning podcast. We are on season 8 of this Tips Tuesdays live rehash. Already booking for season 9. So y'all, we doing some things and we want to grow this community. Like I said, if you have not subscribed to Tips Tuesdays, you might not be a podcast person. But listen to one episode and see if you like the podcast. And then even if you don't, still hit the subscribe, follow, share. Whenever you see some stuff going on, just it costs you nothing but a click just to hit the share button. You don't have to pay for that. So yes, if you would like to sponsor the podcast, yes, most definitely hit me up. to sponsor the podcast. Yes, award winning. Let me tell y'all my trophy, y'all. Yes, award winning. Yay! 2025 has been a good year. Good year for Tips Tuesday. So let somebody else know about the podcast. Okay, so next week we will be back here, same time, 9 p.m. Central Time. Um, so tell somebody else about the podcast and bring somebody with you next week. So what I mean by bring somebody with you, share the link out before time. Share the page so that they can get all the updates of the podcast. All right. So Carly, do you have any last inspirational words for the people out there?
I have one piece that I would love to leave everyone with.
Okay.
A lot of people wait until they're confident to do something. And confidence actually comes after you do the thing that you're scared to do. So do the thing that you're scared to do. Try it. You might suck at it. That is okay. But you'll be confident after you try 1 or 2 times.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Stop waiting.
Stop waiting. Just do it. Just do
Yes.
it. Just start. Just do it.
Yes.
I mean, because with the conversation of, sometimes the plan is going to fail. First of all, that's when you're doing something. I mean, for it to fail, that means that you started.
Absolutely.
I'd rather start and fail than fail to start. So,
Yeah.
So yes, that is some good words right there. Good words. So once again, thank you for being on the show. And I am excited for your future endeavors and keep going with everything that you have going on. And I am proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was a
Yes.
pleasure to spend the evening way past my bedtime with you and all of these amazing people.
Glad that I'm important for you to stay up.
Absolutely.
All right. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a great rest of your week. All right.
A little motivation.